How are you guys doing tonight? Oh, you could do better than that, you guys. You're at a comedy show on Wednesday. Yeah, you guys are amazing, brave people out on a Wednesday in the fog, you know? Yeah. You must have come from the other side of town, huh? Yes. Yeah. Do you need a sweater?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. All right. On this show, in case you guys didn't know, we have a lottery spot, which means you can put your name in that basket if you're very brave, or you want to pull a practical joke on a friend, you know. And if we pull your name out, you can come up here and do 3 to 5 minutes of comedy if you want to give it a roll. All right. Are there any brave people? You back there, you look like you're really brave. You look like you're really into it, huh? Yeah, you want to get up here, don't you? Yeah, not a shot? You look funny to me. It's got to be organic? Yeah, not on stage? All right. I don't know. These people think you're pretty funny. Yeah. All right, so right there, you guys, put your name in the basket if you want to get up here. All right. So I'm your host, Maggie Hyde. Thank you guys for being here. I am really excited to be here tonight with you guys because I'm just like so overwhelmed, you know, and I want this to be like a really fun escape for you guys because I know I need an escape because I'm a single mom, you guys. Yeah. Thank you. You know what? It's hard being a parent. You have to pretend to enjoy all the things your kids enjoy, like kids' birthday parties, play dates, their father. But you know what? I do surprisingly well on dating apps, and I think it's because my profile says that I don't want kids. Then they find out it's because I have 4. Yeah. You know what, you guys? I really don't like dating apps. You know what? I feel like dating apps have turned people into the equivalent of fast food, you know? They're not good for you, but they're hot and available right now, right? Like this one guy I dated was just like Chick-fil-A. Warm, delicious, but none of my gay friends were into him. And this other guy, he was just like Subway. I mean, a foot long, but kind of weird with my kid. And the last guy, I mean, like, he was truly a happy meal, you know. He left a smile on my face, but the toy was the best part. Yeah. But you know what? I know I have 4 kids, but I love being a mom. And you know what they say about having kids? It's a lot like making pancakes, you know. First one's kind of fucked up. Probably should have thrown it away. But I think having kids is a lot more like eating pancakes. You always regret having your 4th one. In case you guys were wondering, none of my pancakes like that joke. Yeah. Oh shit. Everything I was about to say just went into a black hole, you guys. Kind of like my 20s. I know it was fun, but I can't remember a thing. You know, my parenting has really changed over the years. We used to sit down at the table and say grace. Now we say fuck it. It's even changed the way I parent my older kids, like my 20-year-old son. I used to be like, when are you going to stop smoking weed? And now I'm like, when are you going to come home with weed? But you know what? All of my kids think that I have a favorite, and that's ridiculous. I mean, I love all my children. And recently, my favorite son, Jackson, just moved back home with me. And it's great. It's made it so much easier for me to hit on his friends. Don't worry, he's in his 20s. He's legal. Yeah. One of his friends is here tonight. Yeah. He's a brave one. Say hi to Chase, you guys. But you know what? It's weird having adult child live with you. I mean, it's like a real role reversal. I mean, when all my kids were teenagers, I walked in on all of them having sex or masturbating. But the other day, my son Jackson walked in on me and my boyfriend, and I was so embarrassed because my sex swing was on backwards. That's what you get when you're one of those psychos that knocks while you're entering. You look like one of those, right? Yeah, I think so. But you know what? It's been really great having him live with me. He shares a lot with me now. Like the other day, he told me that every girl he's ever been with has asked him to choke her. And I was shocked. And I like told one of my girlfriends, and she was like, "Did you tell him that was okay?" And I was like, "The choking part or the telling me about it part?" You know, when you have a kid, no one ever tells you that when you're giving birth to your biggest critic, right? My kids critique dinner like they're Gordon Ramsay on Hell's Kitchen. They'll be like, "This is crap, that sucks, and you look like shit." And that's just when we go to Nobu. Yeah, and you know, my youngest, I feel like you have to teach by example, right? And take the high road with kids. Like the other day, my 13-year-old was like, "You have a flat butt." And I was like, "Well, that may be true, but it's better than having a flat chest, nerd." Oh boy, you guys. So it's the end of February. Did everybody have a great Valentine's Day? Did you survive? No? Yay? No, that doesn't sound good. Are we now newly single people? Are there newly single people? Yeah. My Valentine's Day was fine, but a couple of years ago I broke up with my boyfriend on Valentine's Day. I mean, this guy showed up at my house with a half-eaten box of chocolates, a wilted rose, and told me he was going to take me out for one drink, during which he told me that I was too masculine. And I was like, "Fine, I'm just going to take my dick and leave." Yeah, I had to sage my entire body after that, you know, because I'm a little bit new agey, right? But I'm also practical, you guys. Like, I have, you know, anxieties, and I have crystals for my anxiety, and I take Xanax. And I get my house feng shui just in case it works, and I also take Xanax. And I have a ton of Buddhas in my house. And did I mention I snort Xanax? What about New Year's, you guys? New Year's resolutions. Anybody still have one? No? Yes? No? Okay, well, actually, I have kept my New Year's resolution, you know. I've decided I'm going to drink less this year, so I've decided to only drink 2 days a week, right? Today and tomorrow. It's always one or the other, right? Anyway, but seriously, I kind of feel like the problem with New Year's resolutions is that people are always trying to, like, deny themselves something, take something away, like, no more drinking, no more carbs. I think it's so much better to add something to your life that brings you joy, right? So this year, I feel like I'm already doing it. I'm like adding a whole bunch to my life. I'm dancing, I'm singing, I'm calling my mom a cunt. Boy. But you know what, guys? I'm from the South. Any Southerners here tonight?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Virginia.
Virginia. Okay, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. But you know what? Southerners are nice, right? They're really nice. They're so nice to your face. And growing up in the South, you know, you get really used to backhanded compliments, right? So much so that they don't even bother me anymore. The other day I was in the grocery store and I ran into an old friend of mine and she was like, "Oh, Margaret, you're up so early for a drunk." And I just laughed it off. And then I slept with her husband. And my mom, you know, she is a real Southern belle, and she is the worst at this. You know, the other day I saw her and she was like, "Oh my God, you look so cute, I hardly recognized you." Yeah, she's that type. You know, for 30 years I thought I had anxiety, and it turns out I just need to stop talking to my mom. Yeah, you can relate, right? I see it. I see it all over your face. Oh gosh, you guys. So anyway, what was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah, my daughter just started a new school, and it's really hard for her. And she had this really hard writing assignment where she had to write a horror story with a plot twist and characters. And I'm a writer, so I thought I would help her a little bit. And before I knew it, you know, we got a 99 out of 100. And the teacher put a note on her story and said, "Sadie, this is such an amazing story. What inspired you to write about menopause?" Yeah, speaking of menopause, I turned 50 this year, you guys. And you know, people are surprised I don't lie about my age, but you know what, I like being 50. Now, if you tell me I look like I'm 50, I'll fucking fight you. And you know, some people don't like their birthday because it makes them feel older or something. I actually really enjoyed my birthday because I felt like I'm still young, I'm still vibrant, I'm still dating 26-year-olds. You know what, I really do like dating younger guys, but it is always a little bit sad because you know what, there's an expiration date because they're bound to do something stupid, say something insensitive, get grounded. Yeah. But you know what? I try to be really romantic with these guys, so I write them all poetry. Now, it's always the same poem. Would you like to hear it? Yeah. All right. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm twice your age, but I'll buy an Xbox for you. Yeah. I have bought 11 Xboxes this year. And none of them were for my children. Fun fact, the reason they call them Xboxes is all my exes have one. But seriously, when you get to be this age, your hormones go crazy. And my doctor actually prescribed testosterone. And oh my God, you guys are really holding out on me. Like, the testosterone is amazing. I feel like a teenage boy. I mean, I'm moody, I'm breaking out, I'm masturbating in socks. But the testosterone also made me lose a lot of weight. And people always think I'm on Ozempic, and I'm like, that is ridiculous. I would never admit that. And you know, it's funny how people associate being thin with having your shit together. People will be like, Maggie, you look so amazing. What have you been doing? And I'm like, having a midlife crisis. Yeah, losing weight is great and all, until you happen to get a glimpse of your naked butt in the mirror, and then it's a reason to never ever do doggy style again. Yeah, it's not that I don't like my body. I mean, I feel sexy and confident, but it's hard not to compare it to what it was like before. And my butt now is kind of like a bouncy house that's been at a kid's birthday party too long. It's sad, deflated, and you know way too many people have played with it. You guys look scared. That's how I know you're picturing my butt. But you know what? There is, you know what? When you get to be this age, it's really weird because it seems like you're invisible to men, and even women seem to perpetuate this stereotype. Even my own daughter. The other day she said to me, she said to my 26-year-old boyfriend, "Why are you with her? She's so old." And I was like, shut up. He has mommy issues and he wants an Xbox. You know, there is one thing that scares me about getting older, though. It's old women's hands. My mom sent me a picture of her hand the other day, and it was so pale and veiny. For a second, I thought it was a dick pic. Speaking of dick pics, guys are so delusional about dick pics. I'm looking at you guys here especially. A guy sent me a dick pic the other day, and he was like, "Babe, it's just for you." And I'm like, "Just for me and all my girlfriends and gay friends and that one chatty barista?" Yeah. But you know what? I like dick pics. Do you like dick pics? Yeah, you get a lot of them. I can tell, right? Right? So many. Do you like them? Or do they bother you? Honest. They bother you? Yeah, they do? I don't know. I like getting them. I mean, they don't turn me on, but they do cheer me up. You know? And I've seen some really creative ones. I've seen dicks photographed next to wine bottles and salad tongs, but by far my favorite was a dick photographed next to a bottle of Lysol. Yeah. I was like, ooh, big and clean. But you know what? I don't feel like I've been getting enough dick pics lately, so I'd like to give my number out at shows. It's 8675309. Does anybody know that number? Yeah, you guys do, right? You know that number. Can you sing with me? Yeah? 8675309. 8675309. I'll scroll through your dick pics while I drink my wine. 8675309. I don't really think your boyfriend will mind. 8675309. Thank you guys. All right. We have an amazing show for you. Oh, but there was one more joke I wanted to tell, just for Cam here's benefit. She was just at my daughter's 14th birthday. She just turned 14. And my daughter sent me a PowerPoint of a wish list for her birthday. This child asked for gifts like she's pitching a Fortune 500 company for investment. She sits us all down and she says, "Thank you for joining me in the conference room." And we were like, "Sadie, this is the garage." And she's like, "It is now, but it could be a state-of-the-art gymnastics training room for just $5,000. So I bought her a jump rope and told her to go fuck herself. All right, thank you guys. I'm Maggie Hyde. Are you ready for a great show?